Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be watching this from. This is Cornelius Tobinda with another video. So in the previous video, we marked the end of question 1, which is question 1D. Now in this video, we're going to do question number 2. So in these videos, we are applying the chain rule. Okay? We're applying the chain rule. So we're going to see how we can apply it and use it to find the derivative. Okay, the question reads, given that a is equal to t squared divided by 2 minus 1 minus t, everything is being raised to the power 3, you divide by 5. Find the a, the t, and you simplify the result. So what are they saying? We need to find an expression for the a dt. And then when we find that answer, we need to simplify that particular result. Okay. So first of all, this is question number 2. We are saying a is equal to t squared, you divide by 2 minus 1 minus t raised to the power 3, that will be divided by a 5. That is your particular function. Okay? And then they're saying they want us to find a dt. So in this particular question, it will be confusing to you, because you would have to start saying, what will you say? Let u be equal to whatever, let whatever be equal to whatever. So what we do in this question actually is we differentiate it term by term. This is one term, this is another term. Terms are separated by a plus or a minus sign. Okay? So here we're going to apply what we have learned. We're going to differentiate term by term, and we're going to use the one for the core. Your dA dt, dA dt is going to be equal to 2, this power 2 multiplied by the number in front of t, which is 1. So 2 multiplied by 1 is 2. Then the power 2 will lose 1, you divide by 2, like that. Okay? Let me write it like this. Like that. I hope you can see what I've done there. So when the power 2 loses 1, it's going to become t, because t simply means that there is an invisible power 1. We don't need to write the power 1. And then here to be minus 3. Okay? Minus 3, and then 1 minus t. So here I'm using that formula. The other way of finding the derivative using the core. Okay? So this power 3 multiplied by whatever number is in front of the brackets is going to be negative 3, because there's a negative 1 here. 3 multiplied by negative 1 is negative 3. And then this power 3 will lose 1. It will become, okay? It will become power 2. And then you multiply by the derivative of the core. In this case, the derivative of negative t is negative 1. Everything is being divided by a 5. So your dA dt is equal to, we can simplify here, 2 into itself 1, 2 into itself 1. We're going to have t minus, okay, let's just write t for now. There is a negative 1 multiplied by negative 3. Let's multiply the numbers first. We're going to have positive 3 multiplied by 1 minus t squared over 5. I hope you can see that. So that is the results that you have when you use the other method. Okay, when you use the core method, that method for finding the derivative, and then you find the derivative using the core. So they are saying find the a dt. This is your a dt, but at the end of the question is saying simplify the result. So here the result is not simplified, because we can see that there's a bracket here. This is 1 minus t being raised to the power 2. That hasn't been simplified. So let's simplify that. We're going to say is equal to t plus 3 multiplied by, expanding this, there's a special way you can expand it. We'll say 1 squared is 1, and then 1 multiplied by negative t is negative. 1 multiplied by negative t will simply be negative t, and then negative t times 2 will be negative 2t, then negative t squared is going to be plus t squared, and everything here is being divided by a 5, like that. I hope you can see that. Okay? To proceed, it's going to be equal to t plus, we distribute the 3 in the bracket, t plus 3 minus 6t plus 3t squared. Everything is being divided by a 5. Okay? So to proceed, we just clean up. We need to clean up to proceed. So all we are doing is just simplifying the result. So in this case, we are going to say is equal to t plus 3 minus 6t plus 3t squared divided by 5. So everything here is being divided by 5. T is going to be divided by 1. Why am I doing this? We want to find the lowest common denominator. So in this case, between these two fractions, it is 5. So 1 can go into 5 times t, it will be 5t, and then 5 can go into itself 5 can go into itself, 1, and then 1 multiplied by the numerator is going to be plus 3 minus 6t plus 3t squared, like that. Then if we simplify, we can see, simplifying simply means you collect the like terms. We can see that we have a 5t and the negative 6t, so it's going to be equal to 3. 5t minus 6t, okay, let's group like terms together first of all. Divide by 5. So 5t minus 6t is going to be 3 plus, sorry for that, 5t minus 6t is going to be minus t. 3 minus t plus 3 squared, 3t squared divided by 5. Okay? To conclude, you would say, and this, you would say that, so this is 3t squared, 3 minus t plus 3t squared. 3 minus t plus 3t squared. Okay. To conclude, you will say therefore your dA dt is equal to 3 minus t plus 3t squared. Everything is being divided by 5. You can just check from that working. Okay, so after doing all that, it means we have now simplified the result. Have you seen the result looks so simplified? So this is an expression. Okay, this is an expression for dA dt. Right. And then they are saying, hence find the value of t for which dA dt is equal to 1. Okay, you have, this is your dA dt right there. So dA dt is equal to 3 minus t plus 3t squared, you divide by 5. Then they are saying when dA dt is equal to 1, so 3 minus t plus 3t squared, you divide by 5 is equal to 1. So in this case, now we're going to cross multiply. We're going to have 3t squared, like that. I'm writing it like this, or let me just write it as it is looking. 3 minus t plus 3t squared is equal to 5. As you can see, we are setting it up for a quadratic equation. Okay. A quadratic equation. Okay, so here we're going to write it in the standard form. This is 3t squared minus t plus 3. The 5 will go to the other side to become minus 5 is equal to 0. So 3t squared minus t minus 2 is equal to 0. Right, we have our quadratic equation there, and then we need to solve our quadratic equation. So we need to check for factors. Can we solve this by factorization? Okay, yes we can, because the product is the leading coefficient of the term that is squared. So of the variable that is squared, that is 3. So the coefficient here is 3. Okay? That is for the variable being squared. And the one that is having the t only is -1. Then here the constant is -2. So the product is this here multiplied by the number at the end here. So this 3 multiplied by -2 is going to give you -6. So product is equal to -6. The sum is equal to the number that is on the middle there, -1. The factors, which two numbers should you multiply such that they will give you -6? But when you add them, they will give you a -1. So when you reach such, you start thinking of factors of 6. Numbers that can go into 6. There is 1, there is 2, there is 3, and then there is 6 itself. Now which two numbers when you multiply can give you 6, and then you add them, it can give you -6 when you add them, and it give you the -1 there. Okay, this is -3 and +2, because -3 plus +2 will be -1. When you multiply them, they'll give you -6. So this will be 3t squared minus 3t plus 2t minus 2 is equal to 0. So what have we essentially done? So this part here, minus 3t plus 2t are the factors, and then they have replaced the -t. But if you were to simplify this, it will give you -t. So essentially nothing has really changed. We have just written this in another form. And now we have 4 terms. This term, that term, and that term. 4 terms. So we factorize them by grouping. We group it like that, and we also group that one like that. Then we say what is common here. What is common there is 3t, and then we factor out the 3t. 3t into 3t squared is going to be t. 3t into minus 3t will be -1. Plus a 2, because the 2 is common there, we're going to have t minus 1 is equal to 0. So if the brackets are the same, it means we are doing the correct thing. So 3t plus 2, and then t minus 1 is equal to 0. Like that. Okay, so we have factorized. Okay, so we can just clean up to create more space. We get the first bracket here, 3t plus 2. 3t plus 2 is equal to 0, or t minus 1 is equal to 0. So if you simplify here, we're going to have 3t is equal to -2. Divide both sides by 3. 3 into itself 1, 3 into itself 1. Your final answer will be t is equal to -2 over 3, or t is equal to a 1. Okay, so they said hence find the value of t for which the a dt is equal to 1. T is equal to -2 over 3, or t is equal to 1. So if you were to substitute any one of those into here, okay, into this given function, which is a is equal to that, you are going to get your a dt. Into this, if you substitute any one of these answers into this, you're going to get your dA dt to be equal to 1. If you stayed until the end of this video, I thank you so much, and I thank you for the support. Thank you so much for watching this video. This has been Cornelius Subinda with another video, and bye bye.